when you think you have enough packed in your toiletry bag for wildland firefighting and you don't. Get a second bag. I always had one, and in a little bit I'll tell you what to put in this bag that will absolutely save you on your days off. I promise you. Let's just get into the basics. Right off the bat, your basics are going to be deodorant, toothbrush. I'll tell you about these bags in just a second. Let me put in this basic stuff. One roll of toothpaste. Never hurts to always have a second one. Yes, this is the kids. I have the kids right here, but you know what? That's what we have. Already in here I have webbing. Every firefighter has webbing. Every single firefighter has webbing somewhere, whether in their gear, their turnouts. I had it everywhere when I was a firefighter, and I just always have one in my toiletry bag. This is not the bags I used when I was a firefighter because they didn't have these bags back then, but I cannot recommend these bags beyond belief. This is the Mystery Ranch Cube bag or the Zoid bag, one of the two. I will have them both linked up in the description, and towards the end of the video, a couple of items that I also think are super important that I will link up in the description on my Amazon storefront for you guys, so that you can just click on them and then you can just order it, have it. Trust me, the last item you're gonna have to get yourself. I can't give it to you, and you'll understand that in a few minutes. And I didn't learn that until like 5 years in. 5 years in is when I learned that. But guess what? I'm gonna tell you right now so that you have it and you don't make the mistake I did. Continuing on, picks, gum care and picks for those meals ready to eat or base camp food or whatever when you're having lunch on the line and you get something stuck between your teeth. I always had these with me. And I also have, and I'll put this in the links too, everything in the bottom, like I said, are the already pre-made toothbrushes. If you don't want to carry toothbrush and toothpaste, this is separate than your station bag. All this is separate from your station bag. This is on your engine, always ready to go. But something that's also good to have is the pre-made toothbrushes. One side has got the pick, the other side has toothpaste on it, and it's ready to go. It's on Amazon. I'll make sure that I include that at the bottom so you guys just, again, click on that. It's right there. Listen, on your days off, you get 24 hours off when I worked. If you're gonna go to dinner with the strike team, you like to look somewhat decent, right? Like a human being. Gel. Throw that gel in there, you'll thank me. Aspirin, this happens to be Tylenol, or Advil I mean. Put that in there. Your basics, I'll say it again, your basics is your toothbrush, toothpaste, shaving cream, razor, soap. This all goes in here. All of it goes in here. Soap, I'll add a soap dish. I don't have a soap dish because, like I said, I'm not a firefighter anymore, but I always had a soap dish, and I always had a bar of soap in the soap dish, and I always had an extra bar of soap, because you never know. You don't know when you're gonna be staying somewhere where you'll have a grocery store you can go to, or convenience store, CVS, Walgreens, anything like that. So always have extra soap. I always had two. Shampoo, I didn't bring shampoo out, which is a good reason, because sometimes you don't have room for shampoo. This is not what that bag is for. I'll get to that in just a minute, I promise you. You can always just use soap. Soap is soap is soap is soap. One less thing to carry, so why not wash your hair and your body with the same soap? No big deal, right? No big deal. Okay, this is the main one, and this will go in your strike team bag on the engine. When you get to work, you put all your gear on the engine. This is gonna go in, this will be in your strike team bag, and that will be with you all the time. So this is a complete separate toiletry kit than you'll use at the fire station. I cannot express that enough. This stuff here is all extra, well, minus these two. These two are very important. But this is all extra stuff that require a second, like I said, Mr. Ranch Void bag. This is the, and I'll link this, you can get this on Amazon too, or you can go right to Mystery Ranch's website and get this. I am not affiliated with Mystery Ranch, but I do love their products. They're basically based for wildland firefighting. In this bag right here, I didn't have this issue when I was a firefighter. Your pills, extra pills. Always gotta have your pills with you because you never know when you're gonna run out. Have those extra pills in there. Always, always, always make sure. I have an inhaler. Throw that inhaler in there because you're gonna need it, I promise you. Cough drops. You never know, you're gonna be in these smoky conditions. There's a fire right now where I live up in the hills, not too far from here, far enough away, but not too far from here. And you never know when you're on the line and you're gonna get that nastiness in your throat and then you gotta sleep on the fire line. Have some cough drops just to help relieve the soreness of your throat. Share them with your partners. I'll link these too. You can get them at CVS or Walgreens, but also have them ready for share them with your partner. I'll link them on Amazon as well. Like I said, I'll link everything there. Sandwich bags. Always have sandwich bags with you. You never know. You never know when you're gonna need them. I used to carry Bounce because obviously you're not gonna put this whole thing in here because that's just not gonna work. But put, before you leave home, if you use these, if you don't use them, don't use them. Don't put them in. But I use it. And you know another reason why I use it, and I'll get to this when I get to the added items that I'm gonna talk to you about, the comforts of home. If you're on the fire line and you smell your laundry, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, the sense of home. It's good to have, right? It's good to have. Put some dryer sheets in there for when you get to do laundry, throw it in, make your uniform just that little bit softer. I know it's not a lot, but it'll help. Throw those in there. I always carried, I probably had 5 with me. Throw those bad boys in there. Just stuff them on in there with the throat lozenges and the extra pills. Like this bag that I have my pills in is a lot easier to use than just having all the extra pill bottles just laying around. Just all contained in one thing. This I got, I'd have to think about where I got this. I'll see if I can't find it on Amazon. But this was from a medical company. When I used to work for the fire department, we would get them and my captain gave me one, and well, now it's for all my pills because that's just the way it is. The comforts of home. My kids gave me these marbles one day from a pumpkin patch that we went to. They picked these out of a little stream, so they gave them to me. The comforts of home from the kids. I know, it's just marbles, but you know what? If you're homesick, you got kids, if you got a girlfriend or a boyfriend, get something from them. I do not chew. This is not chew. These are coffee pouches from Grinds coffee pouches. These are delicious. These are the energy pouches. They also have coffee pouches, but these ones are energy. This is sour apple. This is wintergreen. And I also have peach, to die for, to die for. I use them, I use them every day. There's no nicotine in this. It's just caffeine. Amazing, amazing. I'm gonna do a full video on these grinds. Because of these, I got these for Father's Day. Throw extra cans of those in. Some gas stations sell these. I'm gonna look and see if they are on Amazon. I'll link them too down there. Some of them are, some of them aren't. I haven't never, my wife orders these for me, so I don't know where they're at, but Tums, you never know. Again, you've got Ziploc baggies. This is, you're starting to get full, so Ziploc baggie, there you go. Tums. You don't need the whole bottle. 10 or 15 of them. You're not gonna, if you're chewing these like candies, you got more problems than that. And then your everyday probiotics. These are on Amazon. I take 2 of these every single morning. They help with regularity. They help with digestive health. They just are fantastic to use, fantastic to have. Nature-made probiotics. This is on Amazon as well. I'll put this down there. And it's healthy. It's good for you. That's when you get 50, you do that stuff, but start at 20 because your intestines will thank you. I promise you. They will absolutely thank you. The last 2 things I'm going to tell you. By far the last, I believe, is going to be probably the most important. But the last one that I didn't learn until probably my 5th or 6th year in, carry laundry detergent with you. Carry laundry detergent. You can buy them in the bags. They come in a bag like the cough drops, except they're like Tide Pods. Don't buy the big old freaking tub of that. Just buy the Tide Pods, and then bam, in the bag. And they come in smaller bags than this. It was half the size. And we would use them on days off. We would do our laundry, get together as a crew. You know, some guy would have this, some guy would have the dryer sheets, other guys would have other things, you know. Laundry detergent. This, I cannot express to you how important this is. Because if you go to a laundromat, yeah, you can buy it, but why not just have it with you, already bought, already ready to go, and then you just grab and go. One less thing to do on your day off. Trust me, if you have a day off, the last thing you want to do is sit at another vending machine. But the final thing that I personally feel is the most important, quarters. Get a Ziploc bag, quarters. Back in the day, we used to need quarters to call home, but you guys don't know anything about that, so you can just charge your cell phone. Quarters. At least, I'd say at least $20 in quarters. Maybe even $40 in quarters, because you're gonna go through them. Washing machines are not cheap. Dryers are not cheap. Vending machines for detergent is not cheap. None of it is. Carry quarters with you. Just leave it in there. Just go, beginning of the year, go to the bank, say, here's $40. I need $40 in quarters. Put them in that Ziploc bag, double it if you have to, because quarters are heavy. And then, bam, there you go. Everything you need. A question I had on one of my other videos was with one last thing. One of the questions I had was deodorant. Does it melt? No, I've never had that problem. Because the engine, yeah, you're close to the fire sometimes, but usually these are in compartments inside your strike team bag. So your deodorants, your toothpaste, your shaving cream, all that stuff's gonna be safe. You won't have any problems with anything, even the soaps, they won't melt. In 10 years of doing this in my strike team bag with everything I had, you won't ever have any problems with anything melting or anything like that. So just keep them all, you know, have one for, oh, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, whether it's at base camp and taking a shower, if you're at the hotel room, which we were always at hotel rooms on our days off, then that's, you know, you have it. And then your backup one, of course, is the extras. I would call this your extras, but still room. I'll do a full video. I don't have my strike team bag anymore because it got moldy and yucky, so I took it back, or I threw it away. But if you guys want a full video on what to pack in a strike team bag, I can go through that. I can get a bag out and we can go through that entire thing, what to pack, how much, civilian clothes, plain clothes, uniforms, extra stuff. But for now, this is everything I would pack as whether you're a first year rookie firefighter or you've been in 20 years and you're seeing this video. Make sure you have these things. Can't express it enough. Quarters and detergent for your clothes in the dishwasher, in the wash machine. Thank you. I freaking love you.